This is question 1 on the foundation calculator paper. Okay, reading the question first, is question 1. There's a scale here, and the question says write down, so there should be very little working for this, the number marked by the arrow, and there is the arrow. Now, it's important when you're reading scales that you know what each of the sections on the scale stands for. So that's going from 0 to 1,000, and there are 5, 10 bits in there. So each one of those tiny sections there is going to stand for 100. So that goes like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, all the way up to 1,000. We want to know what this arrow stands for. This says 3,000. That's 3,500. So that arrow there is going to be pointing at 3,600, and that's what I need to write in my answer space, 3,600. It's really important that you understand what the scale means, each of the tiny sections, and so you could identify what they want. Going on to part B, the question says write down, again pretty much the same format, the number marked by the arrow, and there's the arrow. And just like the last time, we need to see or understand what each of the numbers in the scale stands for. So each of these spaces, what do they stand for? Now this goes up to 1, so that one there is going to be 0.5 or half. So that means each of these tiny spaces is going to stand for 0.1. Right, so 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and 1.0. So that there is going to be 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, and the arrow is pointing to 1.8. And so that's what I'm going to write in the answer space, 1.8. Okay, just like the last time, pretty straightforward, but you need to understand what the spaces in the scale stand for. Then going on to part C. Part C says find the number 3.6 on the number line above. Mark the number with an arrow, and they're giving you an example of the arrow there in brackets. So basically they want me to find that number, just like the other ones, but this time they want me to find the number on the scale. So again, just like the last time, I'm going to try to see if I could figure out what each of these spaces on the scale stand for. So this goes up to 1, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if that was 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and then 1. So they're going up in spaces of 0.2. So they want us to put 3.6 on this scale. So that's 3, 3.2, 3.4, and that there is going to be 3.6. I'm going to mark that really clearly, right, so the examiners know exactly where I'm pointing to. I'm going to use a ruler to show this. So there you go. That is 3.6 on the scale. Now this is a pretty straightforward question. It's worth 3 marks. If you take your time, you should get all the marks in here.